Well, I hear choo-choo train. Are we really near train tracks?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I can hear it.
I didn't even realize we were that close to it.
When it's time to party, we will party hard.
Thank you.
A little clap. Hello, my name is Andrew W.K., and I'm a person who has devoted his life to partying. Well, you asked what the party does not represent, and my mind is spinning a bit here because there's just so much that it doesn't represent. It's sort of like asking, what does vanilla ice cream not taste like? And there's quite a lot of things on that list. It's almost infinite. It's infinite minus one. The party is my attempt to create a non-political political party where we focus on the partying and keep the politics in terms of traditional governmental political issues at a far distance. Not because they're not important, but because those politics are usually heavily covered in partying. And partying, despite the political parties using that word in their name, they usually don't talk a lot about partying. So this was an attempt to focus on partying. That's the only skill I really have to offer anyway. That's the only insider expertise that I could come to the table with. So I focus on the partying and allow everyone else to continue focusing on the politics. The Power of Partying Tour is a continuation of lecturing, motivational speeches that I've been doing for the past 10 years, but I've never done a full-blown tour, certainly not a nationwide tour, hitting every single state. Actually 51 dates because we're including Washington, D.C. as well. And it's just begun. I've done 2 dates so far. Chicago was the first one, and then Austin, Texas. So I'm there to, again, to focus on the power of a positive party mindset and develop this perspective, this point of view for my own sake as well, and hopefully others that can relate to it. I don't think it's so much about a teaching situation. I'm not there to teach. I'm there to learn and mostly to bask. To bask in the shared collective excitement, the optimism, the enthusiasm, the energized action that we can all apply to just existing as a person. One of the greatest privileges about getting to focus on these ideas, even if it's something as basic as positivity or life, it can't help but make you feel better about life, meaning me, myself. So I do get a lot out of this personally. At the end of the night, in one way I feel spent, but in another way I feel very recharged. And the amount of reinforcement that I've been given, the amount of encouragement and support it's actually quite moving to me. It's helping me become the best version of myself that I can be. But even more than the positive reinforcement and the great feedback, it's very thrilling to realize you're not alone. Just in the world in general, in life, but also in these particular interests, that there's other people out there that are deep into this as well. And when I say deep into this, I mean this idea of living life with a celebratory attitude, and that's not come naturally to me. So I'm striving it to get there. I'm striving. I'm in the thick of it, right there with anybody else. I'm not really I haven't attained any sort of breakthrough. I'm moving through this process and struggling with it as much as anyone else, and maybe even more than some folks. So I do feel this great blessing to be going through this with others side by side as a team, trying to cheer each other on and trying to encourage each other to survive and thrive. I put a lot of thought into people who have not adapted that party lifestyle because I'm one of them. That's the thing. I have not reached a level where my natural outlook upon waking up every day is that life is great. To me, it's always felt that life was not necessarily a wonderful thing, that it was a dark thing, a painful thing, something full of fear and anxiety and strife. So everything I've ever really done as a entertainer, music person, as an individual, as a human being, has been trying to overcome those feelings. I've been trying to turn those bad feelings into something good. It's a strange thing because we hear this idea of positivity thrown around so much. It's a natural reaction at some point to almost sort of scoff and roll one's eyes like this is just, come on, this is silly. But what else are we going to put our energy into? What else are we going to do with this chance we have to be alive? Can we become worthy of this opportunity to be alive and actually see it as an opportunity, that the chance to exist is a gift. Maybe one that we didn't ask for, but one that we can certainly do something with. But that does take effort. It takes a kind of dedication. It takes a kind of resilience. It takes the opposite of scoffing and rolling your eyes. It takes a kind of devotion, a cause, that you turn your life into a mission, even if it's just a mission to overcome your own weakness. And it does also involve a leap of faith to some degree, because we might not have proof that life is good. We might not have a lot of evidence in our day-to-day experience that tells us that being alive is a wonderful thing. It might be painful, but we're trying to attain some kind of transcendent positive outlook that says even the bad stuff has value because we can overcome it, or we can use it to go towards good. I mean, every good thing that I've ever done probably started as a bad feeling. You know, wanting to make a song, the only reason I wanted to make a song is because I didn't feel good. You know, I didn't make a song because I felt great. I made a song because I wanted to feel a different way. And music and a melody and a rhythm, that changed the way I felt. It made me think, okay, maybe life can be good. So we're trying to develop this mindset that says, you know, that even when there's a million reasons to be upset, resentful, sad, frustrated, depressed, that just all we need is one reason to be excited or thankful, or at least to keep that focus, that drive, that doesn't allow us to give up. It's this process that if we didn't have something to overcome, how could we bring out our best? How could we have a reason to grow stronger? That maybe that's the whole point of life, is to push, to never even reach a certain point, but just to always keep growing, excelling, challenging yourself. And the minute you think you got there, the minute you think you attained some kind of new level, there's some other level to go to. So you keep pushing. And that's one thing we can do, is we can encourage each other on that push. You can't push someone else. They can only push themselves. It has to come from in each person, but we can cheer each other on. Just like if someone's running a marathon, you can't run the race for them, but you can be there and say, go, 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 go for more. I'm recording a new album right now. I've been working on it for a few years. There's other releases that we put out in the meantime, some collections, re-releases, special editions, rare tracks, things like that. But you know, it's a strange thing, and I'm not proud of it, in that I'm not in control of really of any of this. I respond to opportunities. I used to think I was in control, and I used to really pride myself on this idea of I set out what I want to do, and I set a goal and I attain it, or you know, I chart out my course. But all the best things that I've ever been lucky enough to do, I would never have had the nerve to even dream them up as a goal. Even sitting here and talking about this stuff, I never, 20 years ago said, I want to go and devote my life to partying. I just didn't even think that was possible, so I wouldn't even have the imagination necessary. I'm really a servant of a feeling, and that feeling tells me what to do. That feeling compels me. It's a rather elusive, somewhat indescribable feeling, but you know when you feel it because it's a feeling that tells you it's good. It gives you that fuel to get through the day. It gives you that center point to focus on. So I'm a servant to that life force feeling. If I could make it very simple, since I have rambled a bit in most of these answers, I'd just say stay strong. Stay strong. You can find a reason to be happy when something good happens. You can experience joy for no reason at all. You can experience joy even in the face of a lot of reasons not to be happy. Yeah, you're happy because something good happened. You can be joyful just because you exist. You can celebrate because something good happened. You can party just because you exist. So I say stay strong, focus on the party mindset, and don't quit.